Told you I'd give it to you when we had it, and we have an update on the Voltron movie. So the Amazon MGM live-action Voltron movie is starting to pull together a cast, and like I said, we said we'd let you know, so that's what we're doing. Jason Emmett here with the Movie Mix, and it looks like the Lions are preparing to roar over on Amazon. Ralston Marshall Thuber, director of Red Notice, is set to lead this film as well, and we now have the beginnings of our cast. Sterling K. Brown, Hotel Artemis and Black Panther, Rita Ora, Detective Pikachu, and those 50 Shade movies, and John Kim from The Little Things and The Librarian. These three are all on board, but that's not all. We also know now that Henry Cavill, Daniel Quintoya, and Alba Baptista, whom you might know from Warrior Nun, are all going to be in this film as well. Now, we don't yet know who they're going to play, but there are 5 lions that form Voltron, and somebody needs to pilot them. So more than likely, at least some of these guys are going to be part of the lion crew. Maybe. We'll get back to that in a moment, though. So the original series ran back in 1984, and look, I know it's based off Beast King Go Lion, which was an existing Japanese cartoon, but for the sake of this video, we're just going to be dealing with Defender of the Universe. The series is about 5 pilots who control 5 robot lions that can combine to form the robot warrior Voltron to protect the planet Eris from the evil King Zarkon and his witch Hagar, who creates these giant robeasts. Anyway, you get the idea. So we had sequels to that original series. There was The Third Dimension and Voltron Force. We also had Voltron Legendary Defender in 2016. Honestly, I didn't think any of them were bad. I know there's some people out there who got a little, about Defender of the Universe in 2016. I don't personally care because this isn't what we're talking about today. So we're not getting into that controversy. We're talking about some of the casting. Being a huge fan of the original series myself, I do have high hopes, but I am a bit worried. If Cavill and Brown are set to be amongst our pilots, then they're going to be taking a drastic sidestep from the original story. If we're going to follow the original story, then our pilots should be wet behind the ears, fresh, and a bit cocky, but skilled. I have read that Quintoya will be starring in the film, which would presumably put him in the Black Lion as Keith, assuming they're going that direction. We can assume that Baptista or Aura will play Princess Allura. If I were to guess, I would say Baptista as Allura, and maybe Aura taking on the Hagar role, because I can imagine her wanting to have fun with that role. We don't really know if this cast is going to make up any of our pilots, although, like I said, we can safely assume that some of them will. I'd also be really on board if they were going OG, if they cast Henry Cavill as Zarkon, because I'd be totally down with that choice, and I think he'd be great, and it'd be fun to see him do something a little different than the hero role. Only here's the thing. Ralston Marshall Thuber released a statement saying they've reimagined Voltron for the live-action world and are going to be introducing an entirely new generation of pilots. So if that's the case, if they're not going OG at all, then you can pretty much scrub any thought I had up above, but it could just mean that they're going to be avoiding Legendary Defender, as this information came out right after a discussion about Legendary Defender erupted online. Also, Legendary Defender was created by DreamWorks, and this is Amazon MGM, so they technically can't use some of the stuff from Legendary Defender. So that might be what he meant, that they're avoiding that and they're going a whole different route, or it could mean literally what he said, and they're going to be going an entirely different route with entirely different pilots and characters, in which case, like I said, just scrap most of my above thoughts. I'm not pooping on that idea, by the way. It could still be a great movie, and they can still pay homage to the original by making this take place sometime after those events, but skipping the origins could also be a really bad idea. Now, I understand wanting to add personal spin to things, to movies and whatnot, but they need to stop effing with the pieces of a story that make that story good. I'll give you some examples. Cobra Commander isn't the best friend of Duke and the brother of his girlfriend, Baroness. That was just insane. The Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles are not 9-foot-tall, bulletproof superheroes trained from a book that Splinter found in the sewer. That was ridiculous. The Autobots and the Maximals are not around at the same time. They don't team up. They're millions of years apart. He-Man, listen to me, He-Man does not take place on Earth, nor should it. Are you getting the idea, Hollywood? Are you seeing what I mean by taking certain pieces of the story and messing them up? We don't need a shot-for-shot remake of the original cartoon, but there are important details these writers just seem to keep getting wrong, and I'm praying that the script for this doesn't negate the Voltron we already know and love. Look, if they move it into the future, but they take the original storyline and say that was the basis for this, then you're not negating it. You're still acknowledging that that storyline existed, and you're just moving past it, which keeps everything intact, keeps our origins intact, keeps it as canon, and we're still good. That being said, it's still going to be really cool, hopefully. Still going to be really cool to see giant Voltron on the big screen. So I am looking forward to it, guys. Let me know if you're looking forward to this. Drop your comments down below. Then make sure you are hitting that subscribe button, because it is very important that you subscribe so I can keep talking to you guys, because I really dig talking to you guys. Hey guys, thank you so much for watching. Go back and watch the Power Ranger movie, because it's pretty much Voltron just for younger audiences, and I really love that movie. Even not I like the 2017 one, but the one before that too, the 90s one. Go watch those, and until next time, stay awesome.